Hello, and welcome to a tutorial on how to use the Lawson State Community College Catalog and Student Handbook. The very first thing you need to do in order to view the Student Handbook is to make sure that you have Adobe Reader on your computer system. This is very important. If you do not have Adobe Reader, you will not be able to view the catalog. So the first thing, of course, is to check that. The good news is that if you don't have Adobe software, it's free. The Adobe Reader is free, or Acrobat Reader. In order to do that, what you want to do is go to the Adobe.com software site. That's at www.adobe.com. And if you notice, what you're trying to do really is to get is called Adobe Reader. And so just simply follow the prompts to load the software. And as you can see, I just simply typed in the address. Again, it's Adobe, ADOBE.com, and follow the prompts. As you can see here, I would click here and follow the prompts to load the software on my system. Once you have selected and loaded the software, you're now ready to begin viewing your catalog. To view the catalog, of course, go to Lawson's catalog. To find the catalog, go to Lawson's site at www.lawsonstate.edu. Again, www.lawsonstate.edu, and that'll take you on the main page. Scroll down and you will always find the current catalog on the right side of the page, which, as you notice, at the time of this recording, the 2009 catalog was still available and we were still under this catalog. However, since we are about to switch catalogs, for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to use the upcoming catalog. So what you would have to do is simply click on the icon for the catalog. It's very simple. You'll double click and the catalog will pop up. So as you can see, I've switched this now to the 2009-2011 catalog. The electronic catalog is designed, and handbook by the way, is designed to help you view it online very, very easily and very, very quickly. The very first thing you want to do when you get online is that you want to come over and you want to find the icon that has the blue ribbon, because that is your table of contents and that's the bookmark. And as you can see, it's very detailed in terms of everything that's in the book has been outlined for you. Now if you notice, anytime you see a plus sign, you want to click it because it means that there's some hidden tabs. As you can see, if I click that back and forth, there's some hidden tabs underneath that particular title. So one of the first and most important things I want to show you is the Student Self-Help Guidebook. The Student Self-Help Guidebook is my favorite part of the handbook. So let's go ahead and hit the plus sign here. And as you can see, when you click on any subtopic, it's going to pop up and take you to that page. As you see, let's just play around with it. It says welcome to the guide, and as you can see, welcome to the LSC Student Guide Self-Help Book, Online Help Desk, and if I click here, Blackboard Step-by-Step Directions, it's going to take me to the Blackboard Directions. If I click here, Online Registration Directions, this is going to take us to the step-by-step directions. So, as you can see, there's quite a bit of information in the Self-Help Guide that really will help you tremendously, not only as a beginning student, but as a returning student as well. So I am going to spend quite a bit of time in this section. Online Help Desk. As you know, we have an online help desk for students if you're having any trouble with your email accounts, and these are the instructions that will guide you through. We also have, as you see, the wireless network. These will tell you the steps for the wireless network. Student email accounts, how to log into your student email accounts. This is the step-by-step guide for that. As I mentioned earlier, step-by-step guide to logging onto Blackboard, so you don't have to, stress yourself out. Here are the step-by-step guides. Now, if you notice, this says step 1, step 2, step 3, and if you come over here to the right and you can scroll down, you can also go through the guide that way as well. So you can either use the bookmarks, but if you notice with this particular guide, it has more than one step. This is the Student Suite access directions, step by step. The Student Suite, which is located on our website, is extremely important. This is where you go to register online. This is where you go to check for your grades. This is where you can go to pull up a copy of your schedule. This is where you can go to get a copy of your transcript, your unofficial transcripts, to check your grades, you name it, to get your financial aid information. The Student Suite is the most important site for students. But as I was saying, as you're going through the directions, if you notice, this one is a little longer. So you can go over here and click the icon on the right, which is your little blue arrow. And if I click that, it'll page down for me. So now I see step 3. You see that? And then we see the end. But again, here are the Student Suite directions. I can go there and can also go here and move down the document this way if I prefer. Online registration step by step, or I can go this way and get to it. Checking for canceled classes. This is the step-by-step guide that'll walk you through how to check to see if your classes are canceled. And just as an important reminder, it is your responsibility to check before classes begin to see if your classes have canceled. We even go as far as explaining the difference between open versus closed versus canceled classes. And of course, the oh so important STARS guide. If you're a college transfer student, you have to fill out a STARS guide. Get this STARS guide completed. Here are the directions. It'll explain to you how to go and get that guide step by step. Locating your advisor. Here is the information of how to do that, as you can see right here. Also, there's a backup plan in case you can't find your advisor. And also, of course, at the end of each term, you're going to be asked to write or asked to fill out information on our surveys. Here are the directions step by step how to fill out your student surveys. This is explaining to you the different the Office of Admissions has an online resource center for students, and this is explaining how to get to that resource center and all the wonderful things that you can find, such as online forms. Remember, every form that's in the admissions office is also online, and so this guide will walk you through that process of online forms, and right here we're listing some of those forms for you. Also in the self-help guidebook, we have a FAFSA online center. As you can see, it's going to explain to you how to get to different links, such as the FAFSA tutorial, step-by-step guide to filling out the FAFSA. And you can see over here some more security pins, our school code, FAFSA deadlines. And of course, it's very important about the tuition management system. This is explaining to you that, let's say that you are a cash paying student and you want to extend how you pay for your tuition throughout the semester. You can use our tuition management system to do that. So the self-help guide that's in the catalog, again, it's a section that we're very proud to offer for our students at Lawson State, because we're trying to better engage you and equip you with the information that you need. Of course, I won't go through everything in the catalog, but I will point out to you some very important information that's out there in the catalog. For example, the academic calendar. The academic calendar is extremely important because it's going to link for you all the events that are occurring for the current year that you are attending Lawson State, 2009, 2010, 2010, 2011, so forth and so on. And I'm sorry, let me just show you one of the calendars. It's going to outline for you all of the major events, when school is closed, when activities are running, and so those kinds of things will be posted. Now, also, this is a handbook, and so you need to be aware Lawson State has various rules, policies, and procedures and guidelines that you, once you become a student at Lawson State, you are accountable for knowing what these policies and procedures are. And so if you go under Student Services, again, if you see a plus sign, you need to click it. And you can see that it has general information about student services, the mission and goals, the ORN 101 course, which is the Freshman Academy course, information about that. It has information about academic advising and counseling services that are available, as well as assessment services that are available, accommodations for the disabled, placement testing, which is through the Compass testing, ACT, career placement, the Space Center, and TRIO programs. So every division of the college has a section in the catalog. Everything that you want to know about admissions and records, as you can see, I hit the little plus sign, and you see that all of this information came up regarding admissions and records, and it goes on and on and on. But you can find things about the registration process. You can find out things about the types of admission that we have. You can find out things about conditional admission for first-time students, unconditional admission. You can find out things if you're a transfer student or a transient student or accelerated high school or dual enrollment student. So anything that's related to the admissions area, you can see it's a very extensive list. As I'm scrolling down here, you can see student course overload and the requirements about that, auditing a course, adding a drop in a course, statute of limitations for courses, proper procedures for withdrawing from a course, grade point averages, standards of academic progress. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But I think that as a student you can see, and here we hear some areas such as academic bankruptcy, grounds for student dismissal, right? These are things that you really do need to be aware of. And students, we don't expect, quite honestly, that you're going to read the catalog from page 1 to page 300. But we do expect that you're going to spend some time reading over the policies and procedures that govern your status here as a student of Lawson State. And you can also use, of course, the catalog as a way of referencing. For example, graduation with honors. If you're interested in that, which we hope you are, you need to be aware of what does make you an honors student. What qualifies you to be on the honors list. Also, we have information here about the retention of student records and transcripts of grades and confidentiality of student records. So again, pretty much anything you can imagine that deals with the admission and records office, it's here. The next area, of course, is financial aid, which is, of course, many students fall under the category of financial aid, but you need to be familiar with this area in terms of financial aid information. It's very important, from hours of operation to renewal of financial aid, how you qualify for financial aid and course load requirements, disbursement of financial aid funds, minimum standards of satisfactory academic progress, federal Pell Grant. So again, and also about the work study. So anything that's related to the college, as you can see, within the handbook, it's going to be very, very detailed. I see an area here for scholarships. So it's going to be very, very detailed in terms of the information that you have access to. Also, there's a student life section. As I'm clicking here, that plus sign, as you can see, you see information on student activities, student government, campus organizations, the Alumni Association, student ID cards. But if you scroll down further, which I think is a very important section of the catalog, you will see certain things like vehicle registration and parking decals, parking and traffic violations and regulations, enforcement of disciplinary action. That's very important. Termination of parking, the LSCC Cougar Alert Emergency Notification System. It will explain more about that. What to do in cases of emergency, safety procedures and precautions. And I'm scrolling down, as you can see, all types of wonderful information. This section right here, which comes after that, is the college policy, rules and regulations that govern you. Again, these are things you really do need to spend some time with. For example, we have a children on campus policy. You need to be aware of it. We have a dress code policy. We have a drug and alcohol free policy. Policies regarding electronic devices in classrooms and on campus. A sexual harassment policy, which you definitely need to read. Other harassment and discrimination policies that you fall under. It talks about how the college will investigate complaints or instances of alleged discrimination or harassment. We have a no retaliation policy, acceptable use policy, life-threatening illnesses. But very important right here is the student code of conduct. You fall under the student code of conduct, and you need to definitely be aware of what's a part of that. Firearms, drugs, and alcohol those are prohibited on campus. You need to be aware of that. But also your due process rights as a student. You need to be aware of what are your rights as a student. And it goes through the whole process, including the student grievance procedures and the hearing procedures. So again, you need to be aware of everything pretty much that's in the catalog. Spend time going over these very important sections. Of course, the next section that I want to really highlight for you are the educational programs. This is now we're moving from the handbook to the actual catalog that deals with your programs and program offerings. So the instructional programs, as you go into here, you'll see that we have a career tech division, we have a college transfer division, and we, of course, have the various degree offerings, general studies. You'll see these different areas. And the catalog is broken down by divisions. For instance, the very first division you see, or programs you'll see, have to do with the business of information technologies, and you'll see it in brackets, degree plans. And so if we click the little plus sign, you'll begin to see all of the degree plans that fall under business and information technologies. They are going to be aligned in alphabetical order for you. That's why it starts off with accounting. And if you notice, you'll see the degree plans listed. All degree plans are listed in particular areas. Area 1 being written communication or composition. Area 2, humanities and fine arts. Area 3, natural science and mathematics. Area 4, history, social and behavioral sciences. Area 5 are your pre-professional major courses that you have to take here at the college. And as you see, as we go through, you just simply click. If you want business, you click that one. You scroll down until you find the one that you're looking for. So let's pretend that you're looking for real estate. You can click real estate, there it is, okay? And you can find it. If you have any trouble understanding your degree plan, it is very important that you speak to your advisor. Very, very important. You never want to guess or make a mistake when following a degree plan. So it's important, again, to talk to your advisor. Now, if you notice, the next area is career technical programs. So let's go ahead and click that one. And again, it's going to be laid out the same way, an alphabetical listing of degree plans. But don't forget, you must hit that plus sign so you can see all of the degree plans. And in career technical programs, you'll also see those same areas listed, just like we went over. So the degree plans are laid out for us. And so let's say that you're an auto body collision repair, ABR student. You'll see the different degrees. And you'll see, degrees in the career technical program differ in terms of the award. So for this one, you can see there's a short certificate program. You see that right up here? And then over here, there's a long certificate program. As you can see, one went from 25 credits to 52. And so you have to make sure you're following the correct degree plan. If you have any question, you need to make sure that you contact your advisor. Never guess. That is not what we want you to do at Lawson State. We are empowering you with the information, but we also expect you to ask very important questions of your advisor. Let's say you're an automotive service student. You click automotive service. You're going to see a little bit of information about it. But again, then you'll see those degree plans pop up, and you need to follow those degree plans. And as you can see, career tech, very strong division. We have quite a few offerings here from barbering. As you can see, here's barbering, building construction, carpentry, commercial art, and it goes on and on, cosmetology, culinary arts, drafting and design. As I'm scrolling down, the list goes on and on and on, because as we say at Lawson State, it's all here. And so this is all career tech, interior design, and graphics and pre-press, and masonry. We're very proud of our career tech division. So those are the career tech listings. Now, if you're a college transfer, let's talk about what college transfer is. This is when you are on track to transfer to a four-year college. So you'll go under college transfer, and we'll click the plus sign. And again, you'll see all of the general studies listings as you would click here from A to Z. These are all of the offerings. We haven't hit the degree plans yet, but you can see that these are all of the offerings that we have under college transfer. And let's see here, we're going to go into the Department of Developmental Ed. This is if you have any courses in developmental ed. You can go here and it'll explain that to you. And so here's what I'm looking for. Down here, you'll see the college transfer degree plans, and that was what I was looking for. So I'm going to hit that plus sign right here. And you'll see, there we go, a listing of all of the college transfer degrees. These are those transferable degrees again to the four-year colleges, beginning with advertising. And you'll see, just like we just saw in the career tech, it's going to go on and on. I see art and art education and biology, which is, of course, a very popular degree here at Lawson State. Biomedical engineering. We have a lot of engineering options. Chemistry, child development, criminal justice, pre-dentistry. You know, you pretty much, whatever you can transfer to Auburn or Alabama A&M or Miles, wherever you intend to go, we should have the matching degree. So whether you're an English major, and as you can see with these degrees, as we look at these college transfer degrees, they are lined up the same way that we just discussed: Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, Area 4, and Area 5. One thing, and you'll see in another integrity presentation, is that if you notice here where it says Applied Mathematics, Auburn University, only see STARS Guide, for all college transfer degrees, you must have a printed STARS Guide, because what you want to make sure of is that your degree matches, the listings that you see here, match up with your transferring college. For instance, let's say that this says Math 125 Calculus. Now we are looking at the Applied Mathematics degree, but notice this says Auburn University only, see STARS Guide. You see, so you need to be very, very careful. You need to make sure that your transferring college will accept this degree. If not, you've wasted some time. So it's important that you make sure that everything is accepted, and it will be, but you just need to make sure the degree is even being offered. We try to guide you as much as possible, but ultimately you need to look at that information. But the good news is that the STARS Guide does guarantee that your courses at Lawson State will transfer up. But again, you need to make sure that your transferring college has that particular degree. Okay, so I'm scrolling down here. You can see chemistry and communication studies, and you see all kinds of courses. I'm still scrolling on the left. Notice what I'm doing. I'm bringing this blue bar down that moves the degree plans down. And we're going all the way down here, all the way. You can see again, program after program, or actually these aren't programs, I apologize. These are areas of concentration that the college offers under general studies. So here you go. Here's history, and again, you have numerous options. There's pre-law and mathematics, the typical courses that you'll see. Physics and philosophy and pre-pharmacy and psychology. Okay? So that is college transfer, and I'm going to be nice and hit my minus button so this can collect itself. And of course, the oh so popular health professions. So if you're a nursing student, you're going to come here to health professions and click the plus sign. And of course, when you go into health professions, let's click health professions. There we go. And with health professions, one of the things I will say is that I'm going to stop us here for health professions. So I want to make sure you read their policies and procedures alert. It states that the policies and procedures outlined in this catalog are adhered to by the Health Professions Division and are binding. It is very, very important for all nursing majors or LPN majors, or maybe you're a dental assistant or EMS student. You need to definitely read the policies and procedures outlined in the catalog under the Health Professions section. You definitely need to know what procedures and policies, especially those policies that you will fall under. And so they provide you with a very good health professions review. They also go into the application procedures. That's very important. They explain everything. They also go into the selection process that we have here at the college. They talk about level 1 students and level 2. They talk about also nursing non-progression and the progression policy, reinstatement policy, the criteria for reinstatement, the process for reinstatement, readmission policy, transfer policies. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of you being aware of knowing what exactly is in the catalog and how it does pertain to you. Also, of course, if you go further, you'll begin to start to see the breakdown of within the degree plan. So you have the standard practical nursing, you have the mobility LPN to associate degree in nursing. Those mobility programs are very popular. Of course, you have the standard associate degree in nursing, home health aide, nursing assistant, dental assisting, which is a very wonderful program. Is growing at the college. We're very excited about the dental assisting program, and you'll see that we have different types of dental assistant, and that we have a dental assistant, and we also have the dental assistant certificate. We also have emergency medical technician, EMT, and we have that in long and short certificates. Also, of course, we have our faculty and staff listing. That's also, of course, very, very important. So you can see our listing here at the college, and of course, course descriptions, maps, and directions. Okay, so I hope that this review of the catalog has been helpful. Again, and I'm just cleaning up the area. Again, if you have any questions, I hope you remember that what I said earlier, and that is to always talk to your advisor. And by the way, if you have trouble locating your advisor, don't let that stop you. Any person within that division can assist you. So if you are a nursing major, talk to a nursing instructor. Okay? If you're an auto body student, talk to an auto body student. Instructor. So that's extremely important. I hope that you enjoy your tenure here at Lawson State Community College. Have a wonderful, wonderful school year.